Is this how World War III begins? With a call for peaceful unification? Taiwan's former president, you see, just dropped a unscripted comment that will send Washington reeling, scrambling to strategize and consult on the direction things in East Asia are going and how America can mess it up or, change it for America's benefit. According to ex-president Ma Ying-jeou, Taiwan should peacefully and democratically unify with the mainland. I've hopefully got a video showing you where Taiwan is somewhere here for those unaware. The big landmass next to Taiwan is literally China. And then I'll pan all the way to where America is. Now, Ying Zhao's comments are sending shockwaves across Asia, a barely audible wave of chitter-chatter that won't make headlines yet, but is big. The ex-president, speaking in mainland China today, openly called for, quote, peaceful and democratic unification between China and Taiwan for the first time. But here's what makes this explosive. He did it completely off script in front of Beijing's in front of Beijing's top Taiwan official. Ma served as, that orange juice is very dark, very tenga, very bitter. Or sour, sorry. Anyway, Ma served as Taiwan's president from 2008 to 2016 and belongs to the mainland-friendly Kuomintang party. 2016 is not so long ago. Now, his exact words are, the two sides should pursue unification, but it cannot use force or threat of force and must respect the will of the Taiwanese people. Okay, so far so good. Okay, fair. That's fair. But this is a massive development because most Taiwanese support maintaining the status quo, which is Taiwan operates independently, and they don't support unification. But given the trajectory of China, in economic output and global prestige, and given the trajectory of America, conversely, on its way down from so-called leader of the free world to one of two great powers, and it's America that supports Taiwan staying independent, Taiwan and its people may warm to the idea of unification eventually, but it might lead to kind of World War III. Especially if China makes it appealing to them by offering one country, two systems model, as they did when they unified the formerly European-held coastal territories of Macau and Hong Kong with the mainland years ago. They unified these parts. Once again, Europeans, all the way where Europe is not causing problems. We'll get to the history without the Western spin at some point later, probably on YouTube and TikTok. But, I've only got so much time in the day, guys, so chill for a second, yeah? I'll get to it eventually, inshallah. Now, the question on my mind, as an analyst that often knows what is up, how will America handle this? Will they bring out the freedom and democracy card, or will they remain, acknowledge that Taiwan has a right to vote and then unify with the mainland if the people there think it's more prosperous, more beneficial for them? If that's assuming if China holds that sort of referendum option, or the Taiwanese government holds that sort of referendum option. But what would America do? Remember, regime change is something the US is completely fine with, as long as it's their enemies, not someone else doing it to their allies. Then it's a problem. It's very oppressive, right? Russia can't interfere in our elections, but we can do whatever we want in Russia, China, wherever. Remember, democracy is something America champions, but only when it votes in some government that aligns with America. What will the US do if Taiwan unifies, taking with it the fabricators that make 90% of the world's most advanced computer chips? Will they be okay handing that to China? My prediction, though I hope I'm wrong, honestly, is America won't let something like that happen without a fight. After the ex-president made his comments back home, literally less than 100 miles away in Taiwan, the ruling party at the moment is furious, accusing Ma of dancing with Beijing to undermine Taiwan's sovereignty. My younger brother can dance. I really can't. I don't know what I'm doing right now. It's Friday though, so, bit positive. Anyway, China's been threatening Taiwan with military action for years. And here's a former Taiwanese president essentially giving Beijing a roadmap, saying, I've said the quiet part out loud. Taiwan can be unified. Just be democratic about it, please. And more people will hear that and think, that doesn't sound that bad. I'm not saying, by the way, Taiwan's population by and large want unification. That would go against the current polling and data. But I'm saying it's a possibility. There's already a percentage of Taiwanese that want that, and it's a possibility that will grow as China's economic prosperity and global prestige increases. Now, the timing of all this is crucial. This comes at a time when Taiwan-China tensions continue to escalate as the island finds itself with the crown jewels of technology in its hands, right? The semiconductors and the fabricators to build them, the factories that make semiconductors, and the two great powers on earth, both desperately needing those semiconductors, especially for the new AI boom. They stand on either side of Taiwan, eyeing each other up, right? Time will tell how things proceed. But for now, the dragon and the eagle remain locked in a staring contest, and Taiwan's 23 million people are caught in the middle. For the unbiased news and analysis without the Western spin, I'm Mahfouz, and I'll see you on the next one. Actually, now before you go, once again, I want to share a trailer with you for a 1-hour special geopolitical analysis episode recorded by me and my friends at Tarikhology. Not sponsored. When I say friends, I keep feeling like I'm being sponsored. No one, sadly, sponsors me yet. I'm so poor. I'm not. Alhamdulillah. I'm middling, working class. So I'm gonna have an hour-long episode where I talk about geopolitics, Iran, Israel, the UK, the US, China, on an hour-long episode, podcast style, with a floating nice fancy mic on a stand at Tarikhology. I'll put the name of the YouTube channel in the description. Go visit the YouTube channel, subscribe to it, set a reminder, use the bell icon, Saturday 10 a.m, that's tomorrow at the time of this recording, I will be watching live the release of the episode. Why am I watching myself live on a podcast? Because they asked me to do it. So, you only live once or twice if you count the afterlife. So we'll just see how that goes. Join me on my live tomorrow 10 a.m, or just watch it in your own time after 10 a.m. tomorrow, because can't watch it before because it premieres 10 a.m. tomorrow. Anyway, it's an Islamic history and educational institute, Tarikhology, and they'll have the full episode up on their YouTube channel, and it won't be anywhere else. So check it out. Once again, thank you for your continued support. I'll see you on the next one.
When America came to Iran and said, stay in line, fall in line, we're the master, you serve us. The Iranian people basically said, how about no, and you get lost. Iran's, the problematic entity in the region. Iran's potentially the aggressor. Iran's the one that's a risk. Israel as a state is running out of time. Running out of time to do what? They're running out of time to expand. And Trump, you can see, especially in the last few months, by and large, has adopted the Russian narrative.